The goal for me is always learning something new quickly and durably. You might say thoroughly, in a way that's going to stick for a long time, and in a way that lets me develop practical skills that I can actually get things done with that new skill. One of the most reliable ways I found of doing this combines a couple other concepts into what I think is a better kind of chunking of or abstraction of the concept. I'm calling it side effect learning. The idea is, instead of learning your target skill, the thing you want to learn, you set a goal of accomplishing something or building something in tech language that requires your target skill, but isn't just learn that target skill. So you want to build something that couldn't exist without your target skill, but the thing you're building or accomplishing is actually much more motivating to you than just like absorb information. Let me explain with some examples. Most people, myself included, when they want to learn a new skill, are like, I want to learn, Python. And then they go, well, what's that skill made of? And I'll learn those things. I'll study those things. So what's Python made of? Well, it's made of a bunch of syntax, really, at the level of abstraction we're dealing with it on. Okay, fine. So I'll just go memorize the syntax. I'll make some flashcards. I'll look through some tutorials of like how the basic syntax is used, and then I'll know Python, right? Well, anyone that knows anything about software development or has any experience knows that that's not how programming works. Learning the syntax of a language, while it is confusing and time-consuming the first time you do it, as you learn more and more language, that's the weekend project. That's only the beginning of learning that language, and the real kind of skill of using a programming language is understanding the idioms, understanding approaches to decomposing solutions that play to the strengths of that language, understanding the ecosystem, understanding how it interacts with the machine and what that means for performance and whatever else you're interested in. So there's a ton of kind of stuff that you will never ever get good at if you just follow tutorials. You'll never really become fluent until you start creating your own things. So long story short, learning a programming language by focusing on memorizing syntax is not effective. Similarly, with things like Linux or cloud stuff, memorizing definitions of things or reading documentation on things is only useful if it's part of you actually building something using that. It almost never sticks if you're trying to do this in a kind of flashcard way, because there's nothing for your brain to kind of attach it to that you already know. That's one of the big strengths of this side effect learning method, and one of the most important things about it. When you pick a project to learn a new skill, so a project that requires the skill you want, it has to be a project that's A, motivating, like I already said. You need to be able to generate motivation to actually follow through with it and finish learning the skill. But B, it should kind of bootstrap off of a skill or concept that you already have or understand. So instead of going into the great wide blue, you should be kind of building on something you already know. Let me give you an example. If you already know a little bit about machine learning or statistics, well then to learn Python, you might want to build a small machine learning script that really just uses a machine learning library to, for example, classify pictures of cats in one directory, not cats in another directory. You train it, then you feed it. That was my dog. That was my dog getting mad. You train it, then you feed it new images, and it classifies them, cat or not cat. Fine. That is a project. It's cool in and of itself. It forces you to learn the very basics of Python and how to run it, how to deal with permissions on your file system, how to read files, sort of the basic Python idioms in addition to the syntax, and then builds onto a skill or connects that to a skill you already have. Similarly, if you want to learn Terraform, a lot of people browse like the Terraform provider documentation and are like, all right, I gotta like memorize the EC2 thing. That's not how you learn Terraform. The way you learn Terraform after doing the most basic setup tutorials is by doing an actual project and learning Terraform as a side effect of implementing that project. For example, if you're already a infrastructure engineer or a cloud infrastructure engineer, just create a Terraform repository and re-implement your infrastructure in Terraform without using Terraform import. That will kind of take something you already understand and then connect and map a new skill, Terraform, the thing you want to learn, onto that skill, and just make it make sense way faster. Incidentally, that is also how I learned or got into Linux. I was actually interested in hacking and pen testing, and I realized the thing, kind of by definition, that separates the actual hackers from the script kiddies is script kiddies are running the tools, hackers are writing the tools. It started for me by just wanting to automate a bunch of tools together. I'd learned these heuristics for like how to, probe for weaknesses, do whatever, connect to machines. And my first thing was like, okay, how do I implement those heuristics in a very simple Python script? And then that got me into programming. I just realized one day, like, oh my God, I kind of know Python now because I've been using it to do this other thing. I haven't even been focused on Python. That's the first time I really realized that I had learned something by accident. For a lot of you who are not machine learning experts, my advice might be to write a small Python web app if you want to learn Python web programming around a CLI app that you either wrote or already know well, right? So you bootstrap on a skill jump off of that, and then build a project that requires some new skill that you're trying to learn. In this case, Python, maybe Flask you want to learn, maybe Django, something like that. But really all you're doing is wrapping something you already know. It's extremely helpful, and as far as I can tell, when people do this, they learn things very quickly. When I don't do this, I tend to get frustrated and learn things kind of slowly or incompletely. So, to summarize, if you want to learn concept X, implement project Y, something that is inherently motivating to you and something that uses a skill you already have or involves heavily a skill you already have, and something which absolutely requires the skill that you're trying to learn. That is my recipe. I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments. Have you ever learned anything where you're just surprised that you learned something so well? And have you ever kind of tried to reverse engineer what really works for you? For anyone that's totally new to Linux programming, all this other stuff, I have a Udemy course that tries to essentially implement this project-based learning method that kind of ties everything together into something practical, gives you a clear goal that's actually achievable and interesting, and along the way teaches you a bunch of skills that are not really covered in tutorials. I mean, covers the tutorial stuff too, but kind of integrates and connects skills together in a way that means you can actually go practically use them. A ton of people leave reviews and comments and email me all the time saying, hey, thanks, this helped me get a junior sysadmin gig or cloud infrastructure gig or DevOps gig. That is what I'm trying to do. I'm still actively growing that course. So if you're interested, there is a link in the description, including a discount code, I think. So check it out on Udemy. Also, someone noticed last month, but I forgot that I turned on merchandise in YouTube. Let me know if you can see the merchandise, because I feel like I can't, but it might just be because I run a lot of ad blockers. I have sweatshirts, t-shirts, and other Tutorialinux gear for sale, I think around my videos. Let me know if you can see that, or if I forgot to flip a switch or something. But it feels like someone ordered $40 worth of stuff in October. I just saw that. I didn't even know it was turned on. Cool. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I know this is a selection bias, but it feels like as soon as I hit record, only dump trucks start going by my house. It's like dump truck mode is activated in the universe when I click that stupid camera button. Anyway,